Let me turn that to Satyapal Jain, because you've heard Dushyant Dave, who seems to believe that the government is trying to buy time. He still is not sure of the government's intention. The reason, Satyapal Jain, for the skepticism about the government on sedition law, the figures. According to the NCRB, the National Crime Records Bureau, between 2016 and 19, number of cases filed under Section 124A sedition increased by 160%. Rate of conviction dropped to 3.3%. Out of 96 persons arrested in 2019, only 2 were convicted. 13,306 people have been booked in 867 sedition cases between 2010 and 2020. On one hand, the government says, we want to re-examine the law. We believe this is a colonial law. Mr. Modi believes that this is 75 years of independence. We should not have a colonial law. But the police is going across the country imposing sedition on all kinds of people, from a teenage environmental activist like Disha Ravi to journalists. The sedition law to even Navneet Rana for Hanuman Chalisa. So what does the government want? Is it serious or not?
See, there are 3 small questions in a big question that you have put to me. Number 1, about the validity of the act. Number 2, intentions of the government. Number 3, certain cases where there is an allegation that it has been misused. So far as the intention of the government is concerned, I think there is no reason to doubt the intention of the government. The government has shown its magnanimity. And in view of all that instances which have been cited, all those things which have been said, the government of India, led by Shri Narendra Modi ji, has very fairly said that we are ready to re-examine. Now,
please reconcile, sir, sorry to interrupt. Please reconcile what you have just said with the figures I have put out. You are saying Mr. Modi's government is serious about re-examining sedition law, but the police across the country, many of them BJP-ruled states, is going ahead filing sedition case after sedition case.
I said there are 3 sub-questions put by you, one about the intention of law and the misuse. I am first applying to that. There is no reason to doubt the intention of Modi government. He has very fairly said we will examine it, and after examination it will come back to the Supreme Court. Whether it is 3 months, 4 months, that will be ultimately decided by the Supreme Court tomorrow. So far as the validity of the part, this active clause is concerned, it's not something which has been enacted by Modi government. This law was enacted in 1860, 1870, and not that its validity is being challenged for the first time. Let's not forget, a 5 judges bench of the Honorable Supreme Court, which is being doubted by the 3 judges bench, upheld the validity of this law, though as the Honorable Judge pointed out, it modified and said only the activities involving incitement to violence or intention or tendency to create public disorder or cause disturbance of public peace will amount to sedition. This was somewhere in 1962.
That's 62, so sir. That is 60 years ago. 60 years ago, Kedarnath versus State of Bihar is 60 years ago, sir.
Yes, that is what I am saying. I am saying the same thing. For 60 years, there has been no serious challenge to the judgment. It's for the first time now, during this period, because of certain cases where the allegation is that it is being used by the state government, state police for
misused.
Being abused. That is a simple thing. I am saying that this issue, so far as the abused part is concerned, as a lawyer, and my friends will agree, I don't think any law in the country about which there is no allegation that it has been misused. Mrs. Gandhi misused Article 356 for dismissing very government number of times. The emergency was a misuse. There are number of misuse of cases involving people in murder, NCRT, everywhere. So
you have condemned Mrs. Gandhi's government.
Mr. Dave, let him complete. No, Mr. Dave, let him complete. Mr. Dave, you must let him complete.
So that there is no scope of any abuse.
Okay, so you're saying the mere fact that the law is being misused is not reason enough to scrap the law. Am I correct, Mr. Jain?
Yes, and if you do that, you may have to scrap almost all the laws.
Okay, this is an additional Solicitor General saying that if you look at misuse of the law, you'll have to scrap all laws.